Hi, I'm Brodie. Mitch is behind the cameras. We're going to try and do a short video today. The last one became really involved and extensive, 6 hours of filming, so we're going to work on the Tiger Cub today, and it's got an oil leak. The oil tank has a leak apparently, so thanks for tuning in. Let's go look at the Tiger Cub. So you see this? This is how much oil has leaked out since the bike got built. So that's a bit. And if you look here, can you see here? This is the oil tank. Can you see how there's a drip right there? It's hanging off right there. And then also, if you look down here, there's a drip. There's another drip coming off of this, and there's also a drip on the bottom of the pipe. So we have some oil issues here. So what we're going to do today, I know there's oil leaking out of the tank, so oil's up to about here right now. I looked inside, so we have to drain it. This is the oil lug. This is how you empty the oil. But the problem is, see, I got these funnels, and they don't really go underneath. They go kind of halfway. So what I'm going to do is, this is all kind of impromptu. I was trying to figure it out before Mitch came here. So I'm going to pull off this oil line. Probably some oil is going to leak out. And then I'm going to put this hose onto that oil line. And then I'm going to put the hose into the oil jug. So then we'll let the oil leak out. Empty. So let's see how that goes. You know, if they had the plug out a little bit, it'd be a lot easier. Anyway, they didn't do that. Working on English bikes again. So this should come down onto that line. That's what I want. Okay, I think that's working. Okay, it's gonna go, there we go. And then I put this on. Okay, so we didn't lose a whole lot. So we have to wait a couple minutes now. Okay, we'll just let that come out. So I just have to undo all the oil lines. We'll see how much comes out. So this is the return line. And this is the one that feeds up to the rocker. See this line? So it's going to have a little bit in it. And I know I'm going to get oily. Now I had some alloy bungs that I could put in there, and it stops it from leaking. But I tried to find them, and I don't know where they are. It's only 2 bolts that holds it on, the top and the bottom. That's it. I haven't had the oil tank off before. This is a new experience for me. This is basically my fault, I guess, because I made the assumption that the oil tank wouldn't have a leak. Oil tanks don't ever rust out from the inside, that's for sure. But I guess this oil tank is 60 years old, and who knows what stories it can tell. So after this drains a bit, we're going to take it outside and we're going to wash it out with solvent. And then we can check for leaks. And I've also got some other stuff. It's called wash and wipe. It's a lacquer thinner. It's on the bench there. And it's a weak lacquer thinner, so it won't affect the paint, but it'll take out oil and solvent and things like that. So I don't want to use the really strong lacquer thinner. That would be overkill, and I'd lose the paint. So what's going to happen is, I'm pretty sure I'm going to have to do some welding or some brazing, and I'm going to try and lose as least amount of paint as possible, because this was a good paint job on this tank, and if I can save most of it and just touch it up, that'll be good. Okay, so I'll put solvent in there. That could be where the leak is. See how the paint is peeled off? Because when I tightened up the mount, I noticed the mount flexed a little bit when it went onto its spaces. So, and also we had oil sitting in the bottom there, so that's highly suspicious. So I'm sealing up these. I put the plug back in, I put the drain plug back in, I tighten it up. So what that means is the bottom of the oil tank should be sealed up. That's when I put in the wash and wipe. This is what I was telling you about. This is a mild form of lacquer thinner. I'm using a little bit of hose here. And so this stuff wicks pretty good. So what that means is that it goes through spaces faster than solvent. So if there's a leak somewhere, it should show up pretty quick. This is going to look strange, but I don't care. Oh, it just fit well. Yeah, it just fits. Okay, so I've dried off the bottom as best I can using a paper towel. So when we put in wash and wipe, we'll see what happens. This will be an experiment. So it's in the bottom. Let me get my flashlight. Well, it's not pouring out anywhere. That sure looks like a split there or something. You can see a line. Well, I don't know. Where is that leak? So after that, it's not the oil tank. But I saw the oil leaking. You know, there are some things in life I cannot explain. We were both very sure that the oil tank was leaking, and now it appears that it's not leaking. See, I thought I'd be scraping all this away so I could braise it. But no. Well, I guess the paint chipped, but I don't see any kind of a split there. Just welding from 1960 something. That's all. Mitch and I don't understand why the oil tank has no leak. It has confounded us because we both knew for months now that the oil tank is leaking, and you can see it's leaking out onto the tray underneath, and there's always a drip on the bottom of the tank. So I was going to do some brazing and fix the tank, but looks like that's not going to happen. So apologies for that. And you know, sometimes in the shop or in life, you cannot explain everything. And this seems to fall into that category pretty well, because we looked, we got the lacquer thinner in there, we got the flashlights, we're looking, we didn't get the magnifying glass out, but there's no leak that we can find. So I guess we'll empty out the solvent, the lacquer thinner, put it back on the bike, put some oil into it, and then watch it for a while. So I think what we'll do next week, in the continuation of the Cub series, we're going to mount the electrics next week. So if you were a little disappointed in not having the oil tank fixed this week, hopefully you can find some satisfaction in the battery and the electrics getting mounted next week. So thank you for tuning in. Mitch and I like coffees. If you buy us some coffees, that would be much appreciated. Helps the channel to flow. Take care. See you next time.